This is our front wheel. This is the Harley mag that we used. We are actually sponsored by Harley Davidson Westminster. We're gonna put that on our covers next week. We're using Harley Davidson shocks.
It looks like a pretty heavy duty shock on the front there.
Yeah, it has to be because this wheel actually doesn't have to move that much.
It's got to be stiff.
Yeah, and so we have all the nickel plating. The whole entire frame is done by Sport Chrome. He actually nickel plated the whole thing for us. Great job. We have our conventional sidecar type front end with zero rake and trail for good handling. We have our shield that goes right here. This is our third wheel.
So that third wheel is just for balance and stuff. I mean, you really don't do much with that third wheel, right?
Yeah, actually people say, wow, you guys chose the funny spot to put your spare. We got to tell them it's not our spare. It's actually, it's kind of purpose.
And this is actually a Speedway wheel.
Yeah, we use a Speedway wheel. And then you can, as you peek in here, you can see we had to make our own drive system because originally the stock Harley one was too wide, too long. So we had to shorten it. We had to make our own chain setup with our chain tensioner. We're running an open chain. We made the 2-in-1 header system using a Thunder header. This is our oil tank because Harleys have dry sumps. So we had to have a separate oil tank from the motor. Coil, our fuel tank. We were actually 4 hours ago, we were finishing welding the fuel tank. And we did the wiring. We use a CompuFire ignition.
The battery down there?
Battery, we use a Harley battery.
Yeah.
Everything is us or Harley. There's no Jap bike parts in here.
And just about everything, well, not quite everything, has been handmade on this bike.
Yeah, we couldn't bolt anything. We had to make everything work.
Yeah, I remember when I was here earlier, you guys were working on this part right here.
Yeah, we just did the pinstriping last night.
Nice.
Pac-Man came over and pinstriped the whole thing.
Yeah.
We have our 5-speed transmission. We have our starter. This is, like we said, this is the loaner motor. It's a 107 S&S. We got the carburetor from Wink. We have the air cleaner from Wink.
Now, is there something special about that carburetor?
Yeah, this carburetor this is actually an old carburetor. It has no velocity pump, but it has the fastest reaction out of all the carburetors out there.
Really?
So yeah, Wink hooked us up with this carb. He hooked us up with this air cleaner that he designed. It works real good with a velocity stack.
What's this little valve down here do?
This right here is our oil pressure gauge. Where we can see where the motor has the oil pressure.
Yeah.
This
Push button starter?
Yeah, spike push button starter. CompuFire ignition with a setup rev limiter. So we can actually adjust our RPM so we don't blow the motor up.
I remember you talking about that rev limiter, saying you should
Yeah,
have it with a big motor like
really
that.
important so we don't come out and float the valves and blow the motor up.
Okay.
And as you can see, there's no brakes.
Well, that's like all sidecars, right?
Yeah, exactly. And Specialized is finishing the powder coating on our number plate that's going to go right here with number 25.
What's going on up here by the handlebars?
This is our throttle setup. Right here is our Denman switch. When you pull this, it stops the engine from running. So if we ever abandon ship, we don't have to worry about the thing going through. So
And what's over here?
that's our clutch, but we're actually using a Brembo hydraulic clutch on here.